Good morning, everyone. This is Scott. This is Scottman895. We're here to do a drive video today. We're going to be heading east on M14 today. We're going to be driving on M14 in its entirety. So this is basically one of the freeways you can take if you're coming from the west side of the state, or even the central part, the south central part of the state, and you want to go to the Metro Detroit area. So this branches off of I-94 to the west of Ann Arbor. And this eventually will link up with I-96 as it heads into Detroit. And speaking of Ann Arbor, we just entered the Ann Arbor city limits. So yeah, I've already filmed going west on M14 quite a while ago, so now I'm going to film going east. It is a sunny and very warm day today. It's almost lunchtime. My car thermometer is reading 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Convert that to Celsius, it's around 24 degrees. So yeah, it is for mid-September. It is a lot warmer than normal. In fact, yeah, I think the next several days is supposed to stay in the 80s Fahrenheit. So it's almost like a heat wave a little bit. Although I will say the humidity hasn't been oppressive or anything. I'd get over, but yeah, I'm gonna have to slow down considerably. There's a car in the left lane. Might have been ticked off at me if I would have got over in front of him, even with warning. So yeah, so right now we're in Ann Arbor, and we should be thankful we're going this direction, not the opposite direction, going west, because in about another hour from now there's going to be a Michigan football game going on at Michigan Stadium. So everybody is heading into Ann Arbor right now. So we'll get ready to encounter some heavy traffic going the opposite direction shortly. So this stretch of M14 here can be a little tricky because it's got some sharper curves, and of course you got some very quick exits over here. Well, not immediately here, but right here, if you're going the opposite direction, this is for Main Street going into downtown Ann Arbor. And we're going over the Huron River over here. So this exit here, this is Barton Drive. You can also take that into Ann Arbor as well, or you can get off here, you can get onto the road briefly, and then you can get back onto M14, and then you can get off at Main Street that way. So it's a little tricky to do so, but it does work though. But yeah, you can see the heavier traffic. That's most of these cars on the other side, they're all going to the Michigan game. It's like, yeah, Michigan is only playing Arkansas State today, which is one of the smaller, like, FBS schools. But still, it's like, oh, left lane is. I need to get back over. But still, it's like, yeah, when it comes to Michigan games, even the smaller, like, non-conference games can sell out. So it's like, when you look at it, it's like Michigan Stadium is the stadium with the most amount of seats in any stadium in the United States. And of course, you're trying to pack everyone into one stadium, like from the whole Metro Detroit area at least, into that stadium. And of course, into Ann Arbor. I think that includes even people who could have been coming long distance from Arkansas for the Arkansas State game. Not 100% sure where Arkansas State University is. It might be Jonesboro, Arkansas, but I'm not 100% sure about that one. It's not to be confused with the much larger University of Arkansas, which is up in Fayetteville in the northwest part of the state as you get toward the Ozarks. So yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, back there about a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles, that was the exit for 23 going north as it heads up toward Flint. So right now we're briefly running on a concurrency with US23, and this is where M14 and 23 branch off from one another. So the left 2 lanes over here is the continuation of M14, which is what we're doing today. Take the right path, that's 23 South, as it goes in between Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti, and then it continues its way down to Toledo, Ohio. But since this is an M14 East video, we're continuing on M14. And then off to the right, you can barely see it, that's like the north end of Domino Farms, the headquarters for Domino's Pizza. Yeah, when it comes to pizza chains in the United States, it's amazing how many are based out of Michigan or like Metro Detroit area. Because you have Domino's Pizza over here in Ypsilanti for Domino Farms. You got Little Caesars. Which I think has their headquarters right next to the Fox Theater in Detroit. Then you have Hungry Howie's Pizza. And then Jet's Pizza. At least those are the more nationwide chains when it comes to pizza. There's also Buddy's Pizza, which is mostly a chain around Michigan, but of course the original location's in the east side of Detroit. But it's like, yeah, Detroit's known as being the Motor City. Also, you could say Detroit Rock City. Think of the song by Kiss. And you can also argue that it's also pizza. Detroit is Pizza City. Although I'm sure Chicago, New York, or heck, even New Haven, Connecticut, probably be like, hey, wait a minute. What are you talking about? Because yeah, when it comes to pizza, it's like it can be a big rivalry between Detroit-style pizza, Chicago-style pizza, New York pizza, or even the New Haven-style pizza. Back to that in a second. Yeah, this exit here, this is M153 or Ford Road. Ford Road heads east out toward Canton, Michigan, also Westland, Garden City, and eventually to Dearborn Heights and Dearborn. See all the heavy traffic on the other side of M14. It's like a lot of them are going to the Michigan game. It's like it starts at 50 minutes, so it's like time is running out a little bit. So yeah, when it comes to the different pizzas that are available around the United States, of course, the Detroit-style pizza I've had many times. I absolutely love it. I've had Chicago deep dish pizza once. That was when I went to one of the Giordano's locations in Chicago. Which, yeah, that was amazing. And of course, I've had New York-style pizza, especially when I've gone to New York City a couple times. I went to Bleecker Street Pizza, where they got phenomenal, like your typical New York style pizza. It's like, very good. And of course, I've had pizza in Rome, Italy as well too. Pizza al taglio, which is basically where they cut up a slice of pizza for you. You can order it by the weight, or even just a big slice. Although usually it's by weight. And it's one of those cool situations where they cut up the pizza using scissors. videos. It's one of those rare times where I merge in my driving videos and food. Well, as my discussion topic. Sometimes I might mention about a restaurant I just ate at or something, but yeah, it's like pizza does sound good, but I did just have pizza a week ago, like, because we had like a small family gathering for my mother last weekend. We were celebrating her 70th birthday, which yeah, she just turned 70 back on the 11th of September, which was pretty cool. We didn't celebrate her birthday on the 11th because the 11th was the middle of the week, but yeah, it was quite nice though. So we're gonna slowly start to get into the suburbs a little bit, and yeah, I come to realize this video is not gonna be all that long, because by the time we get to like to the 12-minute marker, we'll be approaching Wayne County. And yeah, speaking of food, I still gotta think about what I want to get for lunch today. As a matter of fact, before I filmed this video, I just had an oil change done in this car, which because of the fact I have not done as many road trips the past few months or so, this has probably been the longest period of time where I've gone without getting an oil change. It's been probably at like a good 4.5 months. Because when you look at it, it's like I have not driven too far. Like the furthest I've driven since the last oil change back in April would have been Mackinac Island area. And then back at that bridge over there, there was no sign for it, but we have now entered Wayne County. We're now in Plymouth Township. Because yeah, it's like when you look at it, like for the 3 holiday weekends we had, Memorial Day, Labor Day, and 4th of July weekend, I flew all 3 weekends to Boston, and then to Salt Lake City, and then just recently to Seattle. Because like I wanted to pick this video to do today just because what we're about to see in a little bit is that M14, they started a little bit this year, but especially going to next year and in 2026, they're going to be doing a major reconstruction project for M14. I think between up here at Beck Road, either Beck Road or Sheldon Road, and then it goes all the way to like east of 275. So they'll be tearing the freeway apart a little bit, especially going to next year. So I knew for me to do this drive video, I wanted to film this today, early here in 2024, before things get a little crazy next year. And speaking of Beck Road, yeah, that was the exit for Beck Road over there. That's one of the 2 exits you can take to get into the Plymouth area. Although if you're wanting to go into downtown Plymouth, your best bet is to get off at Sheldon Road, which is the next exit coming up. We're starting to get into construction zone, but again, this is going to be nothing compared to what's going to happen next year and the year after. So yeah, when it comes to driving videos, this is going to be one of my, again, film this because it's been a while since I filmed a freeway, so I wanted to do that today. And of course, I have other things going on today, so I can't really leave the Metro Detroit area. So this is definitely a good option. And this is the exit for Sheldon Road here. So you can easily get to the west side of Plymouth, Michigan from there. And then you can go in and then take a couple of different roads off of Sheldon Road. You can go into downtown Plymouth. I can almost get lunch in Plymouth, but it's a little early. And of course, ran to the Rouge River over here. And coming up about another mile or mile and a half, we'll be approaching the big interchange with I-96 and I-275. So M14 ends at this interchange up ahead. And then what you'll have is, if you were to continue east on this freeway, it'll turn into I-96, and that'll head into downtown Detroit, or towards downtown Detroit. And then if you go south on I-275, that'll take you in the direction toward Detroit Metro Airport, and then eventually down to I-75 down near Monroe as you continue down toward Toledo. Or you go north on I-275, that's also I-96 West. That'll take you up toward Farmington Hills, Novi, and then you can go up to the I-96, I-696 interchange. So I'm going to take the exit to go north on 275 and West 96. So the first exit's for 275 South, and then the second exit coming up is going to be for I-96 West and 275 North. Alright, so we have driven the entirety of M14 going east from I-94 all the way to I-96. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that we don't miss out any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scott Man, signing out.